Another important thing that was identified was having some holding messages in place, key holding messages, and having a uniform communication campaign. So key holding messages would be about the emergency, about what is being done, about how volunteers can assist, what tasks are suitable for volunteers, what to bring with them, ID or closed shoes or hat, thanking the volunteers for their time and willingness to help, and if they have any questions, who to contact. Some communication tips for when engaging with spontaneous volunteers includes understanding spontaneous volunteer motivation and supporting that motivation, being aware of facial expressions, tone of voice, movement, appearance, eye contact, gesture, posture. It's important to mean what you say, to be honest, to encourage spontaneous volunteers, but also be very clear. It's also important to show respect to their individuality and to listen to their ideas and solutions and give clear directions on how and where to find important information and resources, and clarify certain jargon that might not be understood by them. And then, of course, acknowledging each other's contributions. So one thing that's suggested is maximizing the use of communication tools. This includes using images, including simple words, having different fonts, colors, targeting populations, sharing stories, because word of mouth remains the main recruitment tool for spontaneous volunteers and for all volunteers really. Social media platforms to encourage virtual volunteering, and then understand what triggers spontaneous volunteering emergence, identifying what roles are appealing to them, so that the disconnect can be reduced between the roles offered and the roles that spontaneous volunteers are interested in. Simulation exercises using social media for real-time communication during a crisis is another good example to ensure that social media is integrated into the emergency response. Identifying various platforms and their limitations, identify the best platforms that are currently being used in real time for real-time communication during crisis, and then identifying the best practices for social media use. So what does effective communication look like? Well, first of all, simple words. For instance, saying something like, we will try to match you with areas or agencies requesting volunteers. Or if there are no appropriate positions, we will place you on a list for possible callback. Or just sharing messages like, while you wait, would you like additional information on other volunteering opportunities, training resources, or links that assist you get better prepared. So information about what to do when the task is complete, for example, is also important. For instance, sharing messages like, when your task is complete, please come back and sign out here. Or it is important for everyone's safety that we know where the volunteers are. Or please return the vest or the hat or the t-shirt that was borrowed or the equipment that was taken. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. So having those simple words is important for effective communication.